Good morning, Thrifty Prepper. I am doing a video today on one of my most thrifty things ever. I was cleaning up my backyard and tossing some stuff out, and I found a bunch of very handy repurposed items from some things I was throwing away. The first thing was I have a baby coming, and I picked up a couple of car seat bases at a yard sale for a couple of bucks. And they weren't compatible with the car seat that I have, and they were a little worn, and there was a chip in one. I wasn't going to use the car seat bases, so they were going to the garbage. And then after a second look, I realized on the bottom of them, they had these probably 1.5, 2-inch wide nylon web straps, like seatbelt strength, with hooks on each end. So I just very quickly cut them away from the attachment straps that were on the bases. That's just another web loop that's stitched together. I just cut them free, and I have two very strong steel hook cargo straps to be used for anything that I want. Those probably would have been $8 or $10 at Lowe's to get a couple of adjustable cargo straps. And then I also had just one of those inexpensive lightweight shade canopies in the yard. A storm came through and just tore the fabric up. It bent the plastic, these things where the poles meet. They have these plastic attachments that all the poles fit into. So 2 or 3 of these broke at the joints. But instead of just throwing everything out, I took all of the poles apart, gathered them together, and I have probably 100 feet or more of interlocking really strong poles that can be used to construct a shelter, build some sort of a frame to rig gear to, whatever I wanted to use them for. But instead of just throw them in the garbage, I have a ton of strong steel poles at my disposal with nothing else to use them for, so I'm going to use that. Then as I was pulling all the fabric off of the canopy, I salvaged 4 5-foot by 6-foot pieces of bug mesh, just the curtain canopies that hang down that is bug screen. So they're almost weightless, and I'm just going to give them a good rinse, hang them to dry, and stash them away in my bags. You never know when you're going to need some netting for any number of things, but it's fine enough that I suppose you could submerge it across a stream and catch some fish with it. It could be thrown over you if you were sleeping in a hammock, or maybe just to patch some other bug netting. So I saved all of that material too. I don't have that in front of me. Then what was attached to the canopy, using nothing more than a good pair of scissors and the old trusty pocket knife, I was able to cut away all of this stuff here. And one of the things that I got was these were what held the curtains on. It's just a plastic ring with a little peg closure. They're not extremely strong, but they could be used to hold a lot of things. And I had like 40 of them. So I have all of these lightweight plastic attachment hooks now. 40 of those for free. And there were also all of these plastic D-rings, which we see all over our gear. And they're about the width of a molly strap, and all sorts of things can be lashed onto those. So I got about 16 or 20 plastic D-rings that were just on the fabric that would have gone into the garbage. I also got about 16 1-inch pieces of Velcro. I just cut those free of the fabric, but it's got the hook side and the loop side. They're joined in the middle at a seam. And I have bought a bag of these at Lowe's before and paid $8 or $10 for maybe 8 of them. And I got 16 pieces of 1-inch hook and loop Velcro pieces, and then 4 2-inch pieces. Now I already know that these fit around the poles that I salvaged, but these could easily be used, just if nothing else, just to cinch together paracord or extension cords, or just put it on a strap of a bag so if you needed to lash something to it. But this goes along with my idea of, you save a couple of bucks in one area. When it comes time to buy that $20, $40, $60 knife, you don't feel so bad about it. A couple of other useful things I got. It's a little triangular loop with a metal hook on the end. So obviously a bit of paracord through this, and that can hook into something as an anchoring attachment point. I got 4 of those metal clips. And then 4 of these. These are plastic pegs. They have a little eyelet through them that cord could fit through. So it's a little bit large for like a paracord bracelet, but it still could be used to put something through one end. You could even use it with this. If you had cord going through this peg, slide it right through there, and it would make it the anchoring point. So, feel pretty good about it. I got a lot of useful hardware, really for nothing, because it was all from garbage and things I was going to throw away. So, I like that old saying of, one man's trash is another man's treasure. I definitely found some treasure in some things that were going in the garbage can. So keep your eyes open. Look, one of the best survival skills, I believe, is if we were in a bad situation where economical crisis or production stops or shipment of goods is not readily available, you're going to need the ability to scrap and salvage and build your own gear from found objects. So I always have an eye out for useful things that are otherwise going to be tossed away. All right, food for thought. Have a great day. Thank you for watching. Please comment, like, share, and subscribe to the Thrifty Prepper. We're on Facebook and YouTube. Let's build an audience. Thanks, guys. Have a great day.